one thing your doctor never told you about skin tags. So if you have these little skin tags, usually they're in the neck region, this could be related to your insulin levels. And this is something that you definitely want to be aware of. And maybe your doctor didn't tell you about this because this could be related to something called insulin resistance. Now with insulin resistance, we can see that when we do eat carbohydrates and also the effect of inflammation on the body allows for our pancreas now to secrete that insulin to help to deal with our blood glucose levels, but our cells can become insulin resistant, meaning that that insulin and that glucose isn't working the way that it should. That glucose isn't getting into the cells to be metabolized and turned into energy. And now we have more insulin being produced, then we have high blood glucose levels, and now we have weight gain because that glucose is not being turned into energy, it's being stored as fat. And this is why people often who are diabetic or when you have insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome, which usually is preceded by leptin resistance. So if you don't know what that is, please check out my other videos. But this whole complex causing now with more fat, more inflammation, and you can see how the cycle goes around and around with that insulin resistance. So my tips here to fix this entire cycle and that insulin resistance is to number one, limit your carbohydrates and your sugars in your diet. Every time you're spiking your blood glucose levels and you're asking for your insulin to be secreted, you can form that insulin resistance. As well as eating more protein and healthy fats in your diet. This is really going to help to stabilize your blood glucose levels, helps with your leptin resistance as well. Eat more fiber, and when you are eating a meal, try to eat your fiber and your protein first and your fats as well. If you do have some carbohydrates, have them later in the meal. This will also help to balance out that insulin. And if you are going to look for some herbal medicines to help to balance out your blood glucose levels, look for things like muscadine grape skins, gymnema, sylvester, African wild mango seeds. These are all great stabilizers for blood glucose levels. They've also been shown in the literature to help with leptin signaling as well, which is amazing. And this is really important because if you do have those chronic skin tags, it's your body telling you that something is out of balance. Now, for more tips on how to reverse insulin resistance, please check out my video, 9 Tips to Reverse Insulin Resistance. I'll see you there.